In past years, I have learned that my own humor is not acceptable. I cannot change who I was, but I can continue to work on myself. I don't want these accusations to impact the hundreds of people who work for Mr. Beast, which is why I have stepped away. Get him out of here, coach. You're done. You're done. He's done.
Mr. Beast recently addressed the situation involving Kris Tyson. In his statement, Mr. Beast expressed deep concern and disappointment, highlighting the impact this has had on their personal and professional relationships. He emphasized his commitment to transparency and integrity. Kris Tyson, formerly known as Kris Tyson, was a prominent member of Mr. Beast's crew, known for her frequent appearances in videos alongside Jimmy Donaldson. Kris Tyson has been in the spotlight for her journey and transition in recent years. She came out as transgender and announced her new name and pronouns, officially identifying as a woman and using she/her pronouns.
Today you showed up fully presenting as a woman.
I did, because I am a woman.
Oh!
Yeah, her.
Take a moment on that. Like, how does that feel, publicly saying in front of cameras that you are a woman?
To even say it to some of the closest friends, it would make me, like, my hands shake to say it. I would get so nervous. But now I can say I'm a woman. I'm happy to say I'm a woman. It's something that's honestly so freeing, and I think that is part of what the HRT did for me, was being able to accept myself and being able to look in the mirror and say, yes, you are a woman.
Kris Tyson reached out to this guy when he was 13 years old. Except the problem with that is Kris Tyson started an online friendship with this guy when he was only 13 years old. Now the problem with that is Kris Tyson was born in July of 1996. Lava GS was born on November 12th, 2003. The problem with that is that there's a 7-year age gap.
Kris Tyson, a member of Mr. Beast's crew, has recently faced serious allegations involving inappropriate interactions with a 13-year-old.
They're like, well, wait a minute. Mr. Beast has a predominantly younger audience, and now you've got a guy who's pretending to be a woman that's on his videos. And not only that, but Kris Tyson started to talk about his transition publicly and talked about specifics about it, which that's really where it became a problem, because you have a much younger audience. This is my problem with the social justice propaganda weirdos. I don't care what you do in the privacy of your own home. Don't care about any of that. When you start trying to influence others to do the thing that you're doing, and when everyone has to know your business, you should be mocked and shamed. You should. I mean, I don't know why that you would do that, other than like anybody that puts their sexuality or their personal health choices out there for the internet to see is a weirdo, in my opinion.
These accusations include claims that Tyson sent inappropriate messages and pictures to the minor, sparking significant controversy and public backlash. Tyson has since stepped away from her role in the Mr. Beast team amidst these allegations.
I'll be very cool here. From my understanding, am I wrong here? I was kind of out of the country. I was kind of off here. Didn't he get canceled for texting a 17-year-old some slightly inappropriate questions?
He did.
Okay. So that's obviously, like I've been living in Australia. My family's Australian. I'm a resident, right? In Australia, they have different consent laws there. It's a much younger age. I'm an American, so I'll just stick with 18. So anyone wants to quote me, I'll stick with 18 as my consent. But in other countries, like Australia, it's a first world country. Their consent is like 16 or whatever. And so that's interesting, because it's like, okay, well, what he did was illegal in the state he did it in. But if you were in Texas or in another state or in Australia, it would have been legal. That's a whole nother question, right? I'm not accustomed to that, but some people have that argument. But 13 isn't legal anywhere except for maybe like Mexico and then Saudi Arabia in 2009. Like, it does seem weird to be texting a 13-year-old in general.
Yeah.
Like about even normal stuff.
Yeah.
But sending edgy suggested memes.
Why does a 13-year-old even have a phone,
yeah,
bro?
should stop that. That should be
they shouldn't
illegal.
even have phones.
I'm just trying to
Cell
say, like,
phones. why even send them?
Give that nigga a beeper.
Yo, where's your mom and dad, bro? Like, where's your parents?
Give him a beeper, bro.
Fucking a pear phone from a Nickelodeon. You know what I mean?
what the hell, man?
Not the Nickelodeon. Actually, no, Nickelodeon, they'll still get you because Nickelodeon.
But you're sending them like legit cartoon.
Is that's what he was sending, right?
Handsy-pansy stuff.
Tyson's decision to publicly discuss her transition and gender identity has stirred controversy, particularly because MrBeast's audience includes many underage viewers. Critics argue that such personal topics may not be appropriate for a platform with a young audience. The focus should remain on the channel's original family-friendly content, rather than delving into sensitive personal issues.
Major allegations against Kris Tyson of the MrBeast crew. The transgender member is being accused of grooming a minor, with explosive videos dropping, not only showing Kris Tyson allegedly sending sexualized messages to a minor in a Discord chat. So it's not, I don't believe they're direct messages, but also commenting on posts on X. This is hard for me to say. It's so disgusting. But requesting graphic adult images, drawings of children in doing adult acts. The individual this person, Kris Tyson, was tweeting at and engaging with had made lewd drawings of 7-year-olds.
Kris Tyson goes on Twitter and admits to have purchased this pedophile's artwork. This is insane. The fact that he doesn't see anything wrong with it too is almost in a lot of ways more frightening, because it's one thing to know that it's wrong and then to still do it, because at least you have like a moral, something, a little voice telling you, hey, don't do it, don't do it. This guy's just like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, I own artwork of this guy in my living room, artwork that he's produced of a little child who's also literally fetishized 7-year-olds. It's disgusting. Like, this person needs to be investigated. I genuinely think Kris Tyson, this is incredibly damning, like, to be in any way tied with this person.
Kris Tyson has also separated from her wife, Katie Tyson. The couple, who married in 2018 and have a son named Tucker, decided to split in early 2022. This decision came amidst Kris's journey of coming out as transgender and undergoing hormone replacement therapy, which she has publicly discussed.
Here is the picture of them meeting up together. I'm gonna censor his face, and as you can see right there, there's Carl right there, there's Kris Tyson right there. Kris Tyson was talking to this guy since he was 13. Kris Tyson was in college, and of course, the moment he was able to drive, he takes a camper van out in the middle of the woods, which, by the way, very secluded area. Let me talk about that.
Kris Tyson's decision to leave his wife and child for his own sake is selfish and has raised
A lot of people, of course, are saying, when you look at Kris Tyson, who is now transgender, I don't know what name they go by. I guess it's Kris Tyson. I thought that was his name the whole time. A lot of people are saying they're not surprised based on the posts on social media. What are the allegations against Kris Tyson, MrBeast crew member accused of talking inappropriately with a minor? That's one way of putting it. I think grooming is a better way to describe the allegations. Kris Tyson has recently been accused of sending inappropriate and sexual texts to a minor. The controversy has garnered a lot of traction on social media after screenshots of the alleged texts sent by the MrBeast crew member were shared by YouTuber Prism42 in a video titled, "Kris Tyson Talked Inappropriately to a 13-Year-Old," about a month ago. Clips from the 10-minute-long video have been going viral on X after being shared by Drama Alert.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.